This is the first video of I don't know. We are going to start with the freshly created Stackoverflow account. As you can see, I have just one point. Not sure if they are called points or not. And this is, I think, is given because I just joined. And so what we are going to do is we are going to filter the questions by no answer and then the tag JavaScript. Let me do that real quick. And this is all of the questions filtered by newest, no answer, and JavaScript tag. So for example, this question was asked 1 minute ago. So let's try to find one that we can answer. How to get dynamically created GLV from Django backend. So I have no idea. I never worked with Django. Chain lodash group by with reduce. Right, let's check this out. So I'm going to read the question and then I will try to answer the question, and I will try to explain why I'm doing this or that. All right, let's see how that goes. So chain lodash group by with reduce. Starting with an array similar to this, right? IDs, owner, state. I need to group the data by owner and format the IDs. The IDs need to be a comma-separated string. The state data need not be returned. Right, so we have this input array and we want to have the output array grouped by owner, and then IDs are comma separated in a strings. All right, that is interesting. Let's think. I've been using group by array owner, but not sure how to use a callback or some other map or reduce to format the IDs and join them into the string. Something along the lines of this, but preferably using the least amount of loops. Chain group by owner, reduce value. Okay, so honestly, I'm not sure if we even need the group by. I think we can go with reduce only, because basically what we do, we populate the property, the owner property, if it doesn't exist, and if it exists, we just add the ID of that item into the list, right? So let's try to answer that. My first answer for this account. Okay, so you actually don't need group by in this case. Reduce can easily solve your problem. And now I'm gonna write some code. So I have an array is called array. All right, so array reduce, and then I have a function right, which is going to take, oops, I like Stack Overflow formatting. So it's gonna take accumulator and current element, right? So this we will save it into the result constant. Oh my god, right. So now the first, what we need to do is to pass the second argument, which is going to be the initial value, and we need that value to be an object. Now we know that our current each of the items in the array are going to have ID, owner, and state, and we do not care about state. So we can destructure the current element into ID and owner, and then what we can do is basically see if accumulator, which is currently for the first iteration is the empty object, if it has an owner, if it doesn't have an owner, then let's create one, right? Or let's add one. So that's gonna be accumulator owner, and also we are going to add an initial value, and since we know that this has to be IDs with values as a string, so we will add ID, right? IDs, and the value is ID. All right. So this should do the trick. All right. But then if we are going to return accumulator. Otherwise, if we do have that owner, then we just want to add the ID to the owner's value. So that's going to be owner, accumulator owner, then IDs. And what we are going to do, since that's a string and we want to actually add the comma after that. Yeah, so we want to add comma after that. We will do equal. We can do plus equal, I think. I think it should work. And then it's gonna be, sorry, it's gonna be comma space ID, right? And then we need to return this, return accumulator. And honestly, I'm gonna remove this accumulator because that's gonna be, no, I needed the accumulator there, sorry. All right, so, and this should give us the result we need, and we are going to test it actually. So I'm gonna open the console, I'm gonna take that array, put it here. So I'm gonna change this to lat so we can create it once again later on. And then I'm going to take this code, put it in here. Let me format it a little bit. And then let me see. So let's see what the result is going to be. So, and the result is actually what we wanted. Congratulations. So what I'm going to do, good. I'm gonna write some good luck message, and that's it. Looks good to me. Post your first answer, and let's see whether that's gonna be helpful for they ask modified. Let's see, for nature. I hope I pronounced that correctly. That's it, guys, and see you in the next episode.